welcome to the Illuminated Path, where I give you a Thursday to Thursday reading. What a strange couple of weeks it's been, and look who's back, our metaphysical card reading Thomas Kitty, and he's going to give us lots of messages today without stepping on the computer. I had a conversation recently with somebody about just what a strange couple of weeks it's been, where everything's been coming to the surface, animals have been acting crazy, there's been a lot of death and rebirth. It's like old cycles are dying at a very quick rate right now. Talk about like instant karma. In fact, when I think about this, if there's something that has not been serving you, if there's something that you've been abusing in the past, this is probably going to be the week where where that gets taken away. Whether something big happens that makes you have to change your lifestyle, or if there's a person in your life who's been not really vibing well, maybe they're abusive or there's been something you've been taken advantage of or vice versa, this person might leave this week. There's going to be some big changes happening this week on a very large, grand scale. Because remember, anytime the universe wants to scream at us, Thomas is here. Because he's a screaming kind of cat. He's all over the place. He's like, look at me. Pay attention to me. Look at me. Burp, burp, burp. But a lot of you guys have been through a lot of crazy things. And in fact, the spirit guides, who I sometimes argue with, but I didn't feel the point in it today, they were like, okay, take out these particular cards. And I took them out and I thought those would be the cards we're reading, right? And they said, now leave them there and take the deck and cut it in half. And these are the only cards I want you to take out there. And so I'm only taking a part of my deck. I don't know why. Let's find out. Thomas, I'm going to need you to cool your jets, buddy. Cool those little buddy jets. The universe has to scream sometimes. But this is, stop, sir. This is also where the universe is rewarding you. See the sun come out when I said the word reward? You are being rewarded also. So I've been guided to this particular spot. I just wanted to share this. And I've been doing a lot of my readings from this particular spot. And I'm always sitting in thorns. There's just thorns here. I'm just guided to sit here, but it's full of thorns. And today, when I walked out here, I realized that they're blackberries. There's blackberries growing all around. And so in the next week or so, this is going to be a super abundant, beautiful space to be in. But until those rewards started showing themselves as rewards, they felt like uncomfortable. I didn't want to say the word punishment, but it felt very uncomfortable. Why am I being guided to sit in a bed of thorns? And then the universe is like, I'm trying to bless you if you just shut up and, deal with it for a short amount of time. Just give it some time, because anything worthwhile in life takes a little bit of time to come to the surface. So old cycles are ending, old people or things that were holding you back or that you were taking advantage of or abusing your body or your emotions or your energy with is leaving. And this is a beautiful time to really see that and let yourself be rewarded by it. Okay, so these cards came out first, and then this one came out last. This is the card that I went to pull, and then Thomas bumped me, and this card came out with it at the same time. So this is the Bold Step Forward card. This is the card that tells you that little light at the end of the tunnel, sir. That little light at the end of the tunnel is there. You can see it. You can feel it. You can breathe it in. Stop biting. We don't bite. We don't bite. You're moving towards it. You're almost there. You've worked so hard. And here you are, just ready to go through that space. And it looks like a cave. You see, it's like heaven right there. The other's like where you're going. There's this little gate. And this gate is open. This gate is closed because you haven't quite made it there to open it yet, but the light is shining in. You can see the end. This is your arrival to this space. And then the little card that Mr. Thomas here bumped and made come out. The Dream Thief, refusal of the call. This is a choice. This is a choice, okay? You have a choice whether to go towards this light. You have a choice whether to open the second gate. You have a choice whether or not you choose to see the things that are being removed from your life as a blessing and a freedom and the gate opening towards the life you want. You have a choice as to whether or not to see this big, huge thing that happened to you or this health disruption or whatever it is. You have a choice whether to see that as the universe's blessing you with what you've been asking for, because you've been asking for guidance, you've been asking for more health, for more abundance, for guidance, you've been asking for these things. And so when they come, let yourself recognize that they're here. Let yourself make that choice to keep moving towards it. Don't live in fear and deny it, or close the gate again, or go back to what's old and familiar, because it's a place that you've built from an insecurity or the need to feel self-worth or the need to have a controlled environment. Because I promise, when you get where you're going, when you enter destiny, this is probably not going to be a controlled environment. You're going to be stable, though. You'll be capable of holding that space, because when you're stable internally, and you've learned how to regulate your nervous system and release negative thoughts and really love and cherish and honor yourself, when you reach those big spaces, you're capable of holding what's there. So don't doubt yourself. Sir, we don't scratch and bite. Ouch. Thomas is going to need a little bit of discipline if he's going to be on our channel. The last card that came out is the Wall. Normally, this is the block, the thing that's keeping us from getting where we want to be. Look at him biting me. Stop it, sir. He's trying to get my attention. What are we looking at? Okay, I got you. He wanted to read this particular card, and here's what he said. He said, shut up and listen. Listen. There's little movements, there's little rustles everywhere, and when we listen, he collapses in, and he starts rolling, and he starts relaxing here. The Wall normally is what I would describe as your fear, your insecurity, your core issue that's keeping you from living your dreams and claiming your destiny and opening that gate. But what he's saying is that the Wall is anything that we use to distract ourselves, even when we think we're moving towards a particular goal. There is something very important in stillness. There's something very important in the quiet, because the more we have this output towards working towards things, which is good, you want to work towards your goals, right? But the more we do that without balancing it with rest and with quiet and with simplicity, the less we're able to actually see clearly what's really happening. We have a lack of clarity. We have to be able to be quiet, to relax in, to get outside of ourselves and our wants and our needs and our desires, and just be with the world, to feel the sun, to touch grass, to hear the song of the birds in the trees, not just know that the birds are there, but hear what they're saying, and just connect with all of the beauty and all of the wonderful things happening all around us all the time. He bit me again. This feels like a settling in, like an expanding, and I can feel that in my body right now. So bottom line of what I'm hearing is this is the week where there's going to be a lot of clearing out, a lot of answered prayers, whether it feels that way or not. And you get to choose whether you're going to see the blessing in that and move through that gate towards the end of the tunnel, towards that light that's there. And take time to balance that movement with connection, with the importance of stillness, and with absorbing rather than just the output. All right, Thomas, it's time to say goodbye. We love everybody. We hope it helped. Have a great week.